Hey guys, quick note here. Bitcoins seem to have a pretty serious price breakout over the last month. It's been bizarre. Um, Generally, I mean, I've basically been into this all the way since 2014, and buying into this drop, and then in 2015 it seemed to bottom out, and and then we've had some ups and downs. But generally 300 is the high of 2015. But man, apparently there's a lot of demand coming out of China, and that seems to have changed everything. We're having a run up that is reminiscent of the 2013 bubble. It's been really intense. So man, I've made a killing on bitcoins over the last, like, during October and the last couple days. It's been really bizarre. It's not too late to get into this though. $428 a Bitcoin. That is going to be cheap in like 2 years or so. I mean, it's been the overall price increase of bitcoins has just been staggering. And the blip in 2013 and how it came down, but the overall interest you gained. I mean, if you came into it from like the beginning of 2013, has been really intense. And it's my opinion that this is just the beginning, and it's just the beginning of a whole new world, basically, where people will be able to control their own money in using cryptography in software that they have on their computers and on their phones, and it will eliminate third-party risk like banks and brokerage accounts and things like that. It's the I gotta say, I'm thinking the times are really changing, and eventually we're gonna have in this same technology, similar technology, we're gonna have dark markets, which take place in under a solid wall of encryption, and basically they will allow you to have a reputation score, and you'll be able to transact and do business completely invisibly, basically. And eventually it'll get intense enough and popular enough that it'll start taking market share away from Craigslist and eBay. And then basically, if you have a certain skill or set of skills, electrician, mechanic, heck, even raking leaves, you'll be able to basically do a search or put an ad up on the dark market, and then people who want that service will be able to contact you through the dark market and bid on the services, and then you can, like at the end of your normal workday, you can throw a few tools in the car if it was me, and then go off to fix a truck somewhere that belongs to some owner operator, or do some kind of maybe painting or plumbing or whatever. And if you have a good reputation score, you won't need any kind of licenses or anything. It'll all take place outside of the current system, which is good because we're in a situation right now where the current system, the current economic system, current legal system, the current political system, the current business system and banking system, I mean, everywhere you turn, we're seeing decay and corruption, and just it looks like it's all about to fall apart. But with reputation systems and dark markets, those will not be corrupt because it's based on it's based on encryption, and based on software, which is very even-handed, and you'll be able to have basically, if you're a like you remember that old TV show Route 66. It's a bit before my time, and I'm 50, so it was like something that was kind of popular in the 70s or 60s, I think, where these two guys get into this fancy car and then they just drive, and all they do is just drive, and then they stop and work for a while to earn money for gas and things, and then they jump in the car and go off to another horizon. And basically, people, or guys especially, will be able to do that again. Jump in your car and just go, and uh, then look for ads for people saying that they want some kind of work done, and you could then just go from job to job and earn a good living, because it'll all be outside the system. And when the current economic system, man, we're up to 432. Jiminy Christmas. Man, money is just freaking pounding its way into my pocket tonight. Um, anyway, we'll be able to just drive uh, and do some work here and there, and then just, and stop for dinner in people's houses, because they have a good reputation system, and so do you. You would know that they would be trustworthy, and it's just a revolutionary thing, and it's not ready yet. But just as I saw the potential of bitcoins back in 2013, uh, I see the potential of dark markets just heading our way, just like a tidal wave. And right about the time when the current economic system and political system and all these systems are just about ready to implode, I believe dark markets are very likely to take up the slack and basically give us an alternative place to do business when the normal economy yanks the rug out from under our feet. So I'm and then and the dark markets are so much more efficient than the conventional economy, because they are, they're so seamless, and I already told you why they're more efficient. And of course, those you could basically you can do business without the need for licenses or or even paying taxes, depending on how. If you think that paying taxes to have a big war machine guarding poppy fields in Afghanistan so that the elites can pull drugs out and sell them to the world, and increase and make billions off the drug trade. If you think that you want to pay taxes to support that system, you're perfectly welcome to do so. But I think that a lot of people won't. So, so basically, it's just I can see all this stuff coming, and for those people who haven't gotten into Bitcoin yet, I would suggest that you at least give it a look. And if you're if you're ready to take the plunge, you can run over to Coinbase. That's where I do my shopping for Bitcoins, and pick up a few, because the potential earnings or gains from Bitcoins are just staggering. It looks to me like one of the best opportunities in the world for regular working class people like you and I. If I was an elite and I could make a derivative and sell it to a bunch of faceless corporations and whatnot, then maybe that would be more lucrative than Bitcoins. But as it is, I think that this is just about the best we can do. So I do a 50-50 split between silver and Bitcoins, and it's really paying off, man. Let me tell you, it's been insane. Every time I look at my holdings, they get bigger. It's just bizarre. But even if you just bought like one Bitcoin or $100 worth of Bitcoin, uh, in 2 years that could turn into a really significant amount of money. Well, all I can say is to all of the people who've waded through the whole big huge downtrend of 2014 and then continued buying bitcoins all the way through when they were like $200 and 220. uh, it was kind of, it took a little bit of vision to see the opportunity here, but but man, now we are really getting vindicated. Unless something strange happened and it turns around again, which I would not be too terribly disappointed, because man, I really liked buying $220 bitcoins. I was really racking them up, and for $400, man, at $400, I might be able to buy like maybe two a month, but that's pushing it. Um, so I can't buy them in the same number that I used to. But basically, I would highly recommend getting into this, although I'm not a financial advisor. Um, I would really consider this. So I guess I'll let you guys go. Later.